What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have F1 2021 multiplayer mayhem. We are here. We are going to race at Great Britain today, and we are just going to get after it here. We got a pretty full lobby here. Not the normal league race that you'll see every weekend, but nonetheless, we're going to get some laps in, and we're going to try to win some races. So we're going to jump in the Aston Martin here to get going here. But before we get started, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out, really keeps us growing there. Drop a like on the video. It makes YouTube like us here a little bit better. And then comment down below if you enjoyed it and what you want to see next. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the action here at Great Britain. We got a nice full lobby here, and we're going to see what this Aston Martin can do. So we are out here. We got to go ahead, put a nice little setup on, and looking at our options, we do not have a Great Britain setup, so I guess gonna have to go with USA there. Both got a nice little S sections on the track, so I guess USA might work. It might just work, so we're just gonna have to throw it on there and hope for the best, because we only got about 7 seconds. So flying out here, first lap, you know, really getting after it. Gonna go ahead and chuck it into this first corner here, full speed through the corner.
I am stupid. I am stupid. I switch off everything.
Alright, so that was not ideal, but I promise it's going to be okay. We're going to start here 13th on the grid. You know, no practice laps whatsoever. That was our first corner of the day. No excuses, though. Got to be better. And so that setup definitely ain't going to work. So we're going to do some adjusting. You know, a little too much front wing here probably, but the you know, the rear wing there will help our rear end here in some of these S sections. But here we go, 5-lap sprint race, really just ready to get after it here. 5 lights and away we go, heading down the first straight. Lovely breeze there, not getting too good of a start. We fly past the Williams here into the hard right-hander, tap the Red Bull there on the rear tire slightly. It's just absolute carnage up ahead of us there. The Red Bull leaves a little bit of window open. The McLaren is gone as well, and the Red Bull is just going wide. So we're going to stick it up the inside there, get the good traction, got the inside for the corner here. We're going to stick on the battery there, and that Red Bull is long gone behind us. So we are moving on here up into 7th already, as we got the left-hander here, Polar creature ahead of us here, and awarded status. Both fighting it out here, so we're going to try to get into this battle, get into the slipstream here of Polar Creature. I'm going to pull a Lewis and stick it up the inside, but as you can see right there, we definitely have a little too much front wing on this car as we both go wide. You know, the top speed is not there like some of these other guys who might be running just standard 6.6 wing setups. But the downforce comes in handy there as we are able to stick it on the racing line and throw it up the inside of the mistake there of Polar. And now we are chasing down awarded status there, statue, whatever that guy's name is, in the Ferrari. Getting good around the turn here, lay on the power nice and early, and heading down the last back straight here, going into the final chicane. We got a 3-way battle here between these drivers, and they are just banging all over each other. Off of each other, as Illuminated LGA sets the fastest lap, but we're going to go ahead right here to this fast right-hander. The Ferrari bullies his way. Another guy spins out. We almost spin out ourselves, making contact here with the Ferrari. And now, you know, 2 out of 3 are done with, and we are right on the gearbox of the Ferrari. We're going to send it down the straightaway here. DRS not enabled yet, so we just have the slipstream and our battery. We're going to try to be patient here with this battle. We know we have the downforce advantage over the Ferrari, and so we're going to try to stick it into a spot where we can be successful here. He runs a little bit wide. We're able to get the power down, but the straightaway speed, you know, it's not there with the current setups. We're going to have to just ease back in here to the slipstream as he kind of gets away from us there. Going through the right-hander here, though, we got the more downforce. He runs a little bit wide as we continue on here. Going through the S sections, keeping it tidy, keeping it clean, keeping it on the racing line. The Ferrari goes a little bit wide there as we head down another back straight here. Still no DRS, but we are up in the slipstream. We got the battery power. We are going around the outside here. Are we going to get the job done? Make the move stick? Yes, we do. The Ferrari is gone. He spins out. Apparently there was a collision. I couldn't tell you. I didn't feel the contact. So, you know, he's just got to be better there. But nonetheless, we are up into third place here after the second lap. Started on 13th on the grid. Now we're up into second. And both drivers ahead have drive-through penalties, so we are going to be net effective P1 in this race with 2.5 laps to go here in the Great Britain GP, or the British Grand Prix there as we head down the straight here. So now we are just in running mode, trying to go as fast as we can. Mike McCoy is behind Polar Creature, and he passes Polar Creature there, and he has the fastest lap. So Mike McCoy is going to be hunting us down here with a couple of laps to go. He's only 1.7 back, and so we're just going to be running for our lives here for the rest of this race. He's pretty far back, but again, they have the setup advantage on us around here. We didn't have the correct setup, and so our straight line speed is really lacking. And around a track like this, when there is a lot of straightaways, you're on the throttle a lot. Having that top speed advantage is going to be helpful. As he's already within a second of us here. He is closing in fast as we continue to try to run here. We got a little over 2 laps to go. We're going to see just how well we can defend. Hopefully Mike McCoy makes a mistake as he's already within DRS range. Now we got a car on the track in the middle of the apex. Just went right through him. He could have just taken us all out if he didn't ghost there. So that was scary. We set the fastest lap there, and Mike McCoy takes it right from us. So you just know that Mike McCoy is going to be on our behind here. As we are just throwing it into the turns now. Mike McCoy and Polar Creature have both kind of closed the gap to us now, and so we're racing for the win here. Lap 4 out of 5. Mike McCoy is catching us quickly, and so we're going to try to break the slipstream here and make sure he doesn't get too much of a straight line advantage on us going through the track here. But nonetheless, we're going to be good through the turns. We've got that downforce advantage, but just coming out here down the straight, Mike McCoy is going to be catching, and he's going to be catching us at a rapid rate. 7/10 there at the start of the straight, down to 6/10 by the end of the straight. So a tenth per straight is the rate at which Mike McCoy is catching us, and there's just about 6 straights left here on this race here. As we kind of dive through the S sections, we're pushing it hard, losing it a little bit. Mike McCoy sticking with us there as he comes out. Now he's only 5/10 away as we head down here towards the end of the lap there. Now he's only 3/10 away. He was closing fast. He had DRS there. And now it is just a push on the final lap. Mike McCoy is going to be on us the entire way. But we'll see if he's smart about it, and we'll see what kind of defending we can do. So we head here, crossing the line to start the final lap of the British Grand Prix. And Mike McCoy is there. He is 3.5 away. And as we head through the first turn here, full flat out, heading back to the left here, hard braking zone. Mike McCoy still 3/10 back. Heading over here to the first DRS zone. It's going to be tight. Mike McCoy is going to be sticking with us there. He loses a little bit there, up to 4/10 on the difference there, but he's got the DRS as we break slipstream there, going defensive into this corner. We're going to cut him back off here and get the inside line. We do have the downforce to be able to do that, so it's okay there. Coming back here through the right-hander, this is another part where Mike McCoy is going to be able to try to get us there. 3/10 back, and he is closing fast. Going to try to keep the inside line here. We have the downforce to be able to do it. The fuel's burned out of the car there, so the car's feeling light. And we go a little bit wide, but Mike McCoy is still behind us there. 2.5 now here through the S sections of not Paul Ricard, that's France. Here of Silverstone here, heading down the final straight. This is going to be his last chance here. As we make a mistake, we touch the grass. Mike McCoy is coming in hot, and he is going to glide around the outside, and we have no room to defend up the inside there. So Mike McCoy makes the pass there on the final DRS straight of the lap. We head down here to the penultimate corner and rounding the last corner here. Does he make a mistake? No. Mike McCoy gets the job done, makes the pass on the final lap, and we come home in second place, which starting from 13th on the grid is still pretty amazing. But second place there, couldn't hold on to the win. You know, touching the grass there hurt our top speed a little bit. Would he have come through anyway? It's hard to tell. He does have DRS, and he was unloading the battery there, coming around that last turn there. But Mike McCoy comes home in first. Shredder, that's us, in second place. And Polar Creature sticks it out and gets third here to end up on this British Grand Prix podium. Now we just await some of the final guys here coming through. Awarded Stat Jube there. We saw him earlier in the race. We also saw Fire earlier in the race. Those guys did not end up pretty well. And just looking at the DNFs down there, I mean, a lot of names here in this multiplayer mayhem of a lobby there. So definitely a great race though, and was really happy to work our way through the field. We stayed out of trouble, and we were ultimately able to bring the car home safely here for Aston Martin. It's our first podium in our second F1 online race here for the game. Mike McCoy, of course, driver of the day, making the pass on the final lap of the race. He's happy. He's throwing out copies of the game to the crowd, and we're all celebrating here. Alpha Tauri on the top step once again. Last time was Pierre Gasly in Italy, but we are on the podium here with Aston Martin. Really happy about that. Spray the champagne, celebrate here in the home Grand Prix for Aston Martin as well. So just great views all around. But if you enjoyed the video, again, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe for more Sidearm Gaming content. Really helps us grow, so we appreciate that. And as always, we hope you have a great rest of your day.